Hello, hello, and welcome to The Evil Within. And we are greeted with death because I got killed by those little rodents. That was accidental, quite frankly. I just forgot that they can kill you. It's weird to have something in this game that doesn't kill you on Akumu, but those things were one of them. And usually after one shot, he just sprouts these little things. After one shot with the magnum, he sprouts these little things, and these are actually the things that killed me. And yeah, I just got killed because if there's only one of them, you can break free of them, but if there's two, the second one will kill you. And I just forgot that they can kill you. They're very annoying little buggers. Something else that I was actually noticing this chapter is that I have way more deaths than the game is actually gonna register at the end, but and I don't know how that happens. But either way, we are now in the shooting sequence. I have a death here because of course this one was actually weird how I got stuck there between Joseph and the box until that man exploded me, but the sequence is actually pretty straightforward. I'm a little bit embarrassed about most of the deaths in these chapters, quite frankly. At this point in time, I was so relieved and so ready to be done with it because hey, we are in the final stretch of the game, quite literally. And the strategy here is mostly to shoot the boxes from above, those over there, so that Joseph can actually start shooting the people from... I got a headshot there. That was actually kind of amazing. I was trying to get another one, but I failed. There's so many bullets here, so I was like, okay, while we wait for these guys, I shot the boxes immediately in the beginning because it allowed Joseph to shoot the people from on top of us. And the most of these guys are kind of sort of harmless. There's only like a bunch of them that have dynamite and that will try, and the Molotov dudes. And for the rest of the game, I usually just cruise here, because the people on top can't actually hit this place. That's me, but actually I've been hit with a Molotov from up high. Depends on where you stand. If you stand exactly where I stand, I don't know how the Molotov got me at that point, but there's these dynamite dudes. This is how I died. Because, oh yeah, Kidman was in front of me. I couldn't shoot because of Kidman. Because I was basically shooting through Kidman, and I was getting desperate here because I was also shooting through Kidman, and I needed to explode that guy before he could explode me again. But did you see that fire at Kidman's feet? Yeah, sometimes it actually got me. And there's two guys that will pop here on your bus, and I was getting freaked out by this one again because Kidman was in my way. But after those guys pop, like there's nothing else. Now it's just the time sequence. Now I just wait for this sequence to end. And I have died, I think, once like an idiot by walking forward because I wanted to pick up the ammo. Not this time though. This time I remembered to not die that way. So now it's pretty much just wait it out until this scene. After this scene we are free and done. The pretty easy sequence. Chapter 12 is and chapter 8 are actually the easiest chapters in the whole game, which is why it's so embarrassing that I died in both chapters. They are ridiculously easy. I think I have at the very least one death per chapter. I can't remember if I died in chapter 15. Like, here's another one and another one, because I forgot a couple of the moves that this spider can do, and that is the one where he lunges at you and the one where he gets you from both sides. It's a little bit annoying the way he squashes you over there, but either way, Magnum is out. I shoot him again with the Magnum straight to the face. That will cause him to spawn his little thingies. I'm gonna throw a bomb at, a grenade at, and then I'm just gonna shoot him with the regular pistol. And of course I didn't do enough damage to him. Quite frankly, if I would have shot him with the Magnum, I think that would have been enough. A second time, I think that would have been enough, but I would have had to actually shoot the guy. And yeah, didn't get into one cycle, so I have to wait for his little goons to spawn before I can blow him up. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of it.
Get this thing moving.
This guy is relatively easy. I do get quite frankly, like I am a little bit silly when it comes to this chapter because I am not willing to spare any more Magnum ammo. So I'm willing to spare about 2 Magnum ammo on this guy. If I was willing to spare more, I could have gotten rid of him way easier. But the fact of the matter is that at this point in time, I hadn't gotten Magnum ammo. I wasn't willing to risk it because the boss in chapter 14 depends heavily on you having about 8 rounds. So yeah. Pretty important. He has that's a big boy. He has a lot of health, and get ready for another death montage because I decide to be fancy. Instead of just doing the safe strategy, getting my bottles, throwing them at the trash cans and waiting for everybody to gather there, I decide to be fancy. So of course I die because I'm quite literally that was quite literally me just trying to be way too fancy for my own good, because you can just throw a bottle, wait for them to gather up, there's 3 of them, and yeah, you just blow them up. Wow, super easy. This is the easiest strategy in the whole game, but no, like I had to try and rush this place. Rushing is essentially a surefire way to make sure that you will have a bad time in this place. That is the one thing that I have learned. And yeah, I'm just gonna use the bottle again. And now I'm going to wait for the people to gather. And it's gonna be easy. And yeah, I shouldn't have died here. I don't understand how. I consider it acceptable that I died there, but yeah. Alright, of course she doesn't fall down somehow. She's always the problem. Like, she got me last time as well, so there is one annoyance. I forget about her. I always forget about her. She's such an annoyance. And now I'm looking for bottles. I am quite literally looking for bottles, forgetting that there was one somewhere around here. I believe it's quite literally after this one. Yeah, in this section there was another bottle, because I need another one for the... I can't find it apparently. Can't believe I struggled so hard to find this bottle, but either way, I of course shoot that because I don't want it anywhere near I don't want to get anywhere near it. And it's very important for me to be safe in this region because there's like a bunch of bad guys that I think there were 2 more here, I believe, but I don't actually remember. And from what I remember, there was that barrel over there that I needed people to gather there, so I just shoot the barrel. Oh, wait a second. I think I already cleared these people out with the other barrel, but I just didn't remember that. I'm fairly sure I didn't remember that. It was actually kind of ridiculous. Now that I'm seeing it. Ah, look. There is a dude. Yeah, and now he's dead. And I think that should have been all of them, like... Usually if there were more, they should have actually popped by now. Because I am making noise and one of them did spot me, so at this point in time, if nobody spotted me, I think I'm pretty much safe. There's a sniper here, yeah. That dude. You kind of sort of have to shoot him because he's gonna start shooting at you as well. And he is dangerous. He is pretty much dangerous, he can kill you. And yeah, I did not want to get killed. Oh, what the flea? What is this? Where did that guy come from? I think he blew himself up, yeah, with his own... Wow. I can't believe I forgot about him. So it was just because I missed the bottle, because I could have thrown the bottle at that other trash can and I could have been very safe, but I just didn't find the bottle. At this point in time, I should be safe. That was ridiculous. And yeah, there was the bottle that I couldn't find, but whatever. At this point in time, I'm just gathering resources and gonna move on ahead to this section of the game, which doesn't have anything. I'm crouching for no reason, and just to prove that it doesn't have anything, I throw the bottle, I wait, and nobody is gonna come, because yeah, there's about... I thought there were 9 guys. I didn't see the other one, but I guess the sniper was the 9th one. Either way, we are basically done with this section. I could have actually rushed through. Like at this point in time, I don't think there's any people who can shoot me. Probably as me. And I could have just rushed through this section. But either way, we are finally at the point where I know there's only one guy left and he is behind that truck. And I have to shoot him pretty fast if I want to make sure that I don't die right there at the barrel. And he is dead now, and that is all of the guys in the area before the big swarm. Yeah, there's nothing else here except for a map fragment and the yeah, health and Joseph's little backpack. There goes my need to have full health after the little spider thing just depleted some of my health, and I get the shotgun ready because as soon as I go behind here, the machine guy is gonna pop, and the machine guy usually shoots starts shooting at everything, and you can actually shoot the machine guy from here. It's a little bit awkward, but it's definitely doable. Yeah, of course I shoot through the car. There we go. He is done, and that's the only dude that I'm gonna focus on. For now, I'm just gonna preserve my sprint, and the goal is to, because the game actually wanted to go to the machine gun, so these guys are gonna be very slow coming after me, so I'm just gonna run past them and run to this place, and well, I'm out. I'm not gonna do that section currently. Yeah, so I'm not doing the section with the machine gun. I always skip it. I don't find it interesting or remotely relevant. And I've already completed the trophy for this on Survivor. It's easier to do on easier difficulties where you have to get this bus across so that you don't actually kill any haunted. Pretty annoying, so now I'm just going to step on almost all of them. It's cathartic after having to being forced to like not step on anything. I'm just going to go straight through everything. And that's chapter 12. It's pretty easy chapter. I wasted some time there, but hey, got through it. We're okay. Without much of an issue, and without too many deaths. Though granted, most of them were embarrassing. So now chapter 13 is a chapter that I always struggle to remember, and that's because it doesn't have much of a thing to set it apart. It doesn't actually have a special boss like most of the other chapters, and it's not annoying or has a gauntlet or something that's particularly wow to make me remember it. So I always struggle when I get to chapter 13. I'm always like, what am I supposed to do here? It's a struggle. I will say that. Within the mirror we have one newspaper, and that's about it. And now we gotta go and get rid of Joseph, because Joseph can't be hanging around with us while we are doing a chapter. That's unheard of. So there's a trap to disarm here, a bunch of trap parts to take, and this part is really cool because it gives you a lot of trap parts, and it's here you don't need to waste that many bullets or stuff here.
Jesus.
You can actually stealth most of the sections of this chapter. There's only, I believe, the keeper fight.
Is that a subway sticking out of the ground?
Consuming.
Yeah.
Resource consuming and stuff like that.
Over there, we might be able to use it to get across. Let's just concentrate on getting out of here.
So yeah, up until this point I'd forgotten what chapter it was, up until I realized, oh, Joseph is still with me. Oh, here's the elevator. Now I know what chapter this is. Okay, and we have to go down this very unstable elevator, and Joseph does not follow us, so he can't make it across. And this elevator falls, obviously. So Joseph gets split from us.
Hold on. I think I see another way down. I'll meet you on a lower level.
Yeah, now we can actually begin the chapter proper, because up until now we were not in any danger.
Damn it. First
Well, danger is a bit much for this chapter, but there's a dude here that's gonna be setting up traps. Yeah, actually the keeper is gonna be setting up a couple of traps here and there. We have one to disarm here. The big part about this place is the there's a bunch of traps, more than usual. And for this first section, you actually have to go into this room, before the dude over there can see you. And I have a death here, I believe, from what I remember. Yeah, one, which is pretty easy to avoid. But I was being a klutz these past 2 chapters. I was being a klutz, so I didn't care. This dude, you can flash him and kill him that way, or you can freeze bolt him. I prefer to freeze bolt him because I don't wanna have to deal with having to disarm this trap very fast in order to get to him and then stealth kill him, so I just let the freeze bolt do the job. And I'll grab a bottle because you can stealth your way through this whole section. You have a Ruvik clone over here who will always start off there, and then he will always go into that room coming up ahead. This is his pattern in the beginning, and he will always do this. And the way you can manipulate the other haunted AI is actually to keep the Ruvik clone alive and manipulate him, because you throw a bottle over there, all of the haunted are like, whoa, what was that, what was that? And you just wait for them to get out of the room. And you're supposed to throw a bottle over here, but I forgot because I was a dumbass. And now we just sneak our way through the room as the haunted are going in the other direction. And there's gonna be a dude here who we can stealth kill. Apparently not. What? What? I was sure that there was somebody here. Okay. Apparently my trap distraction worked well enough, and there's another bottle that we can get here. There's some trap parts in the bottle, and we can just throw the bottle into this room and lure them all into this room. You just have to be really careful with your throws. And after everybody starts going that way, we can sneak our way through everybody and nobody is going to notice. Like, this is pretty consistent actually. This sneaking around is very, very consistent, and you can get here without being noticed and nobody is going to get back in time to watch you do this. Get rid of this trap. There's also a trap here that we can disarm, some trap parts. Very useful stuff in this place. More trap hearts over there. So very useful stuff for replenishing one's resources, and I waste some time here now, and somebody actually sees me, so I have to rush, which is very annoying. So I end up dying to the keeper there because this dude that's coming up ahead, if you have a freeze bolt, that's what I recommend using on him. The keeper will hear you if you shoot him. He will hear you. Because I thought he won't, but he actually will. And I don't understand why I'm sitting there with a not the best boat equipped. It ends up doing the job, but I prefer, I would have said freeze bolt, shock bolt, flash bolt, something else for this dude. Because he is over there. I'm trying to get his attention, trying to get him to come to where I am at. I finally got his attention, and he somehow didn't shoot me. And I got him stuck on the door. Like, that was stupid lucky. Don't ask me how that happened. I should have just flashed or freeze bolted him. That was very stupid and very lucky. Either way, he's dead, and now the keeper won't hear me. This guy is actually pretty dangerous. From what I have personally seen, he's very dangerous because of the fact that he will alert the keeper to your location, and there's about, he doesn't infinitely spawn here. There is nowhere in the game that's an infinite spawn. I will tell you this right now because I have when I was trying to upgrade Sebastian's full kit, and I mean everything, you need so much gel, you're gonna get sick of farming. And my favorite farming enemy is the Keeper. So trust you me, I was here with the brass knuckles. This is not an infinite spawn. Not even close. But, even the one in chapter 7 isn't an infinite spawn. Nothing is an infinite spawn in this game. Even the one in chapter 2 is not an infinite spawn, blah blah blah, etc. But there's still enough of them here that spawn, and you don't want to waste ammo on them or on Akumu. Why would you so? Especially when the point is that the Keeper doesn't actually move. So I just wait for him to go away. Once he disappears, I run around collecting all of the gel and stuff here. And then I go and disarm both of these traps in the actual case that what I'm about to do next, and disarm that one, and just in case what I'm about to do next will actually force the Keeper to spawn, and that is I'm going to shoot the statue. Now it didn't spawn him here, so I'm just gonna take the statue and leave, and you have to go into this little place. And that's the reason why I disarmed those, because if the Keeper would have spawned, I would have been fine, because I would have had my exit point already available to me, and he doesn't follow you into this next area, so you're fine. Which is the reason why I disarmed those before I shot the statue, just to be a little bit more safe. And there's magnum ammo coming up ahead in this briefcase. And an interaction with this
not that way. No. Haven't you figured it out yet? Oh, he loves tormenting others. Has to let them know he has the upper hand. Lays out the bait, gets his victim all worked up. His unholy traps. When it was happening to me, I could see what was going on. I could see it, but I couldn't turn back. I had to know. I had to know the truth, and he knew it.
Detective Castellanos.
Okay.
Lady, level with me. Am I going crazy?
Sebastian now is actually questioning whether he's going crazy after everything that's happened to him, and I gotta say my man's a little too late questioning whether he's going crazy. And now it is time to go to the next area of this game, which is the actual Keeper fight. No wait, the first is the kitchen. Yeah, the fight in the kitchen is first, and then there's the Keeper fight. And in it, oh yeah, first we do have this dude who is sitting over there, and for some reason the Keeper hears you if you shoot that guy, but if I shoot this key over here, that other guy won't hear me. Don't ask me how. He feels to be closer to me than the Keeper is, and for this one my strategy is just to shoot his ass and then run for the door, because the other guy won't have enough time to get to me, and I'm out of there. Like, that is essentially what I do there, because I'm not interested in getting blown up. I've already have enough embarrassing deaths in this chapter. No thank you, I don't want another one. There's actually quite a bit of gel and stuff here, in very weird places, if you have the patience for it. And I can actually still hear the other zombie. He's still I can still hear him through that little place, so it was a little bit annoying. And now we have the kitchen, the famous kitchen fight. There's actually a key in one of these things, but it's not there. I just didn't remember in what locker it was. I believe I already got it, or I'm about to get it. Can't remember really. And here we are in the famous little kitchen, where we see Joseph running from our favorite boss, the Keeper. And Ruvik is like, nah, I'm gonna make this difficult for you. And here's another embarrassing death. Oh. Okay. So you can actually get those little machine things stuck if you throw a bolt somewhere in that direction. I believe I didn't get it. I don't believe I did it properly. From what I remember, I don't believe I did it properly. You can actually get most of them stuck. Unfortunately, I think I only got the second wave stuck, and the first wave, yep, is still going to come after me, because of course it is. And of course I shot like a shoe. I was not able to shoot the, well, I managed to shoot that one, but there's another one. Quite a couple of them actually. And there's a key in this section. I wait for that one in vain. Quite frankly, considering how slow that thing is, I had more than enough time. I don't understand why I was so interested in going after it, but well, hindsight. I get a key here. There's a trap that needs disarming here, and of course I need to wait for the flames to pop so that they don't burn me as I'm trying to go through. And I apparently had enough time, but I didn't know at that point in time that I had enough time. And here there's actually about two drops that will spring from the ceiling, and you actually need to crouch throughout this whole place. Plus a couple, there's one, there's the first one. And then there's a second one, and a second one from the ceiling over here, and then a third one from there, right to there. Right from that place. Another trap over here. And flamey part. That one has to wait for those things. And my boat just didn't do anything. I was so very sad about that. So I went and disarmed this thing. If you are fast enough, I've seen that you can just disarm that thing and not have to deal with those little buggers like I was this time, but I've also had times when it just came for me instantly. Like, it can be pretty trolly over there. I'll be perfectly honest. Can be pretty trolly. And now we have the keeper fight of this chapter. And I'm constantly like considering, how do I take the keeper out? You can actually take the keeper out with one magnum shot, and unfortunately I actually needed some grenades for this fight. The one time I needed grenades and grenades failed me because I didn't have them. I love grenades. Not really. We are in time to see Joseph running up towards the keep to get away from the keeper, and I actually do die a couple of times to the keeper. Damn, about 4 times. And this is the successful one, as it were. I shot my shotgun quite a couple of times there, I think, in vain. And there's this little thingamajig that needs to be taken out, and that's answer to the reason for this shock bolt. It's not actually for the keeper, it's for that thing. But hey, I was lucky that the keeper was there, so I took advantage of that and just shotgunned him straight out of here because he thought he was funny, and I didn't approve of him thinking he was funny. So I ran to the place where I was going to escape, and I was going to shotbolt him out of here. And shotgun him again. Well, sniper rifled him. 3 times is enough. You have to kill him 3 times to get out of here. Once you kill him at the 3rd time, this hatchet opens up and then you're safe. And that is pretty much the whole of this chapter. At the very least, everything that is remotely boss related or something. That's kind of sort of the reason why I don't remember this chapter at all. I mean, chapter 12 at the very least has the spider. But chapter 13, I mean, has a whole bunch of enemies that have been repeated before. The Keeper, the Ruvik clones. Hardly enemies that I would call particularly like memorable for this chapter because they were already introduced in previous chapters. And there's the statue that I thought was in the other place and kept on struggling to get it, to figure out how to get it. It took me a bit to figure out how I had to sit in order to get it, but hey, I got it in the end. Running around here because I forgot that that was the way out. I think I'm pretty low on ammo, but at the same time, I have a whole bunch of lockers full of this regular shotgun or whatever, so I was not worried at all for the upcoming chapters. I was pretty confident, especially since chapter 14 is coming up, and chapter 14 is super easy, as well as chapter 15. That was the one that was my biggest concern, but hey. Time to end this one first before we get to the other ones. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.